This just in. Shoe0nHead put MOGS HASAN PIKER. It's crazy. It's pandemonium. It's
diabolical.
It's lemon-scented, surprisingly. But more on that after a word from our sponsor.
Lovely darling, I have something to tell you. It has come to my attention that you're not treating yourself as well as you should be. We can't be having any of that now. Gladly and luckily you follow me. Let me help you with something. Let me introduce you to Debbie, the best, most premium energy supplement here on the market. Now, if you're looking for anything better, unfortunately you're not gonna find it. But since you're with me, you can get 10% off your order using the code Jigz, the Plague Doctor.
The other day, I made a video about the Pragmata video game drama and covered some insane opinions people were having about it. How the game activated some fatherly instinct in some men, and how people were calling those men creepy incels for having the basic human desire to start a family. A small part of that video was covering far-left Twitch streamer HASAN PIKER's awful opinion about it. I will play that segment in its entirety.
HASAN Petite Feet PIKER. HASAN wears shoulder pads for some fucking reason. Like, that's insane, bro. You'd think with all the money he has, he could just, like, get surgery to augment his body, but no, he just wants to wear fucking shoulder pads. Okay.
So you have some context.
What's really interesting about this is all of these unfuckable losers in the gaming sphere always talk about, like, starting families and stuff. And I don't understand, like, why this has become a thing that they care about. Like, if you're a gamer, you should care about things that you actually experience. You should care about things you actually enjoy.
You know something? I always thought it was weird because people were talking. They were like, "Oh yeah, you know, it's the same mentality that he can't understand anything that doesn't automatically affect him." Ready to head home? You're not home. You should get home. Being here is awful. But yeah, he can't seem to extrapolate anyone else's opinion or feelings because they're not exactly his. So it's just like, well, you ever think about what's going on halfway across the world in a sandbox that has nothing to do with you because you've never been there? But somehow you could extrapolate with them. You could understand their feelings, but you know, you couldn't understand someone who's here that wants to do something that is very, very, very normal. Yeah, his voice is very annoying. His voice is fucking awful.
Right? If you're a lonely gamer who has never been around a woman and will never have sex with a woman, why do you care? Like, why do you care about having children or like riding for having children? Like, it's just not something that you're going to experience ever for your life, for the rest of your life, right? This is something that I never understand.
Wow, maybe there's a reason people are yearning to start a family and can't afford to have one and can't seem to find a partner. They feel alienated from their work and atomized from their community. If only there was a political commentator around to speak about all this. Oh well, guess not. First of all, the only
Also, that's crazy. Like, who would want to think? Who would make it? Who's going to make sense of this? That, you know, men want to start a family with children. I mean, it definitely isn't like the hundreds if not thousands of years of human evolution that has programmed us to do that very fucking thing. No, it couldn't be that. Couldn't be that at all.
Only care about something if it affects you is extremely libertarian coded and also very weird coming from a guy who understandably wants everybody to care about a genocide that is happening across the ocean. Second of all, what is this nihilistic horseshit? You never aspire for anything, never aim for greatness and meaning. And I love how he's like, unfuckable losers. Like, okay, congrats on the sex, bro. Check out this sex haver over here. I'm sure all those unfuckable losers could easily go to foreign brothels and pay for sex like you, HASAN. Also, 35? No kids?
Also, how old was the child, HASAN? How old was that child at the brothel, HASAN? How old was that child? Man.
Sitting in his ugly ass $600 Gucci sweater. I swear I've never seen this guy in a fucking normal ass t-shirt. Sitting on his high horse, looking down at people for wanting something more out of life. I don't understand how someone could be so mentally mind raped that this is their reaction to such like a simple, wholesome concept.
But see, what you're forgetting is it's HASAN. He literally has to be on the wrong side of everything at all times. Anything that would make America better, he's not for it.
That was 3 minutes of a 30-minute long video. I didn't think much of it, I just uploaded it and moved on. The next day I woke up and my YouTube homepage was flooded with videos like Shoe0nHead just ended HASAN. Shoe0nHead destroys HASAN.
Hold on, I gotta go back. That was Decoy, right? That was Decoy. That was the boy Decoy.
It was like, Shoe0nHead
Yeah, Decoy was.
just ended HASAN. Shoe0nHead destroys HASAN.
Actually, I don't. I've heard of
Shoe0nHead
him.
finishes on
That
HASAN.
sounds great.
Wait, what? I had no idea.
No, that was the correct version. That was the 100% correct version of that title. It was great.
What was going on? And to my surprise, he actually responded back, which then prompted a bunch of new videos. HASAN just had his biggest meltdown.
More Pegasus,
HASAN
the Legendary Series. You can't escape it. You cannot escape the Legendary Series. It's everywhere. All right? Everyone will know.
HASAN's biggest meltdown yet. Shoe0nHead has completely mind-broken HASAN. His response to me couldn't be that bad, right?
Oh, God.
Right?
What an unbearable.
And something that I think is great, they're both on the same side. It's like they are both on the same side. But this dude is, well, he's a misogynist, obviously. We all know that. It's not, no one's hiding it. Well, I mean, he's trying to hide it, but, obviously Schrodinger's Kirk over here isn't really good at doing anything correctly.
Way to exist, dude. Oh, I'm getting all my politics from Shoe0nHead. Ooh, look at me. I'm an emo girl. Ooh, look at.
I just realized he has those gigantic I went to college busted liberal art hoe glasses frames, which I think is kind of funny. Surprise, surprise. No wonder he acts so bitchy. It's the frames. I feel like I've cracked the code.
me. 4chan guys who are now 38 years old want to fap to me. Why would you openly admit that you listen to Shoe0nHead? What the f is wrong with you?
In this video, I'm going to show my raw reaction to his response, and throughout that will be sprinkled in like normal commentary. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest, I was really debating whether or not to do a response to his response, but like, everyone else is covering this crash out, so
yes.
Why wouldn't I, the subject of said crash out, cover it myself? Like, there's currently a resolution in—
Now, this, I'm not the most, like, I'm not the best at, like, predicting the future when it comes to people I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up snowballing into, she gets a bunch of hate, well, she gets a bunch of more hate from HASAN's fans. And, well, from there, might take a little bit more critical look at the side she's on. And I'm not saying she's going to leave or anything, but literally when you think about it, if you say something and somebody doesn't like it, and apparently the person that doesn't like it is on your side, and they start doing what HASAN fans are going to do, especially to her, I mean, like, well, it's one thing if it's Ethan, right? Like, that's they've known each other for a while. They've been doing this kind of back and forth type shit ever since their podcast stopped. But this is someone completely different. So it's like, maybe this will spark a little fire and be like, maybe maybe I should do something. Well, maybe not do something different, but present my side differently, or hopefully it'll get more people that are on the left to come out and be like, yeah, hey, so we need to, these people that are this down this far, that we're going to finally start saying that there's an alt left, and they're probably going to corral that in, hopefully.
Congress to like disavow Hasan Piker, the same thing that they did to Nick Fuentes, disavowing private citizens for what they said on the internet. What are we doing here? Does our government really have nothing better to do? Like, there is so much going on in the country right now, so much going on in the world right now. I feel like decades worth of news happens like every week. Every day there is a breaking story of the most insane stuff you've ever heard in your life. Everyone is expected to have a fully formed opinion immediately. But the reality is, when a story first breaks, you're probably not seeing the full picture. And that's why for 5 years now, I have been using today's sponsor, Ground News. So let's quickly give them a shout out before we dive into today's reaction and video, shall we? When you browse the news, you will probably arrive at completely different conclusions depending on what outlet you see first. For example, if you saw this headline first.
Does anyone like browse the news? It's like, I'm not gonna lie, one of the reasons I don't look at the news 9 times out of 10 is because all of it's just depressing shit and I just don't care. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, my wallet's anemic and it needs to not be, so.
You might think things are going according to plan and the war may be over soon, and this is just a smart pressure tactic to get the deal done. However, if you saw this headline first, you might think that things are going to escalate. And if you saw this headline first, you might think Trump is going crazy and probably is not emotionally stable enough to even be the president. 3 headlines, 3 completely different conclusions. And that's why today's sponsor, Ground News, is so important. Ground News is a website and an app designed to make reading the news easier and more data-driven. Every day they pull in thousands of stories from all around the world, and each story comes with visual breakdowns of political leanings and ownership bias. Let's go back to that story to see it in action. Right away, you can see that 117 outlets covered this story. That's a lot. You can also see the bias distribution chart for the story. The coverage was pretty even all across the political spectrum. And under that, you can check the overall factuality and ownership. You can even see who broke the news first, which is pretty cool. But one of my favorite features of Ground News has to be the blind spot feature. It is so fun. It basically shows you news stories that have been covered by one side of the political spectrum, but ignored by the other. For example, here's a story about how the US government wants Google to share data on an unidentified Canadian Trump critic. Bizarre and dystopian. 32 outlets covered this story, 22 were left-wing, and only 2 were right-wing. That's insane. I am definitely going to read up on this. I've been using Ground News for years now. It is one of the first apps I check in the morning. It really helps me digest all the news better and helps cut through all the noise. But don't just take my word on it. The Nobel Peace Center called it an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview. Best of all, I'm currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan, which is the plan I use to access all their amazing features. So go to ground.news/shoe or use the QR code here on screen, or use the link in the video description down there. Big thank you to Ground News for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad. I can always count on you. Right? And now, without further ado, let's get back to this video. So I thought it would be fun if someone joined me responding to this, because it is so ridiculous. I needed somebody to like bounce off with, because I felt like I needed some like emotional moral support, because
I think it's like, I'm not saying it's crazy. I just find it really fucking hilarious that it went from people not reacting to Shoe0nHead, and then when I was doing face cam shit, I was reacting to Shoe0nHead, and a couple other people were. And then as soon as I became a VTuber, all of the VTubers started doing it. And then now she's here collabing with a VTuber. It's coming full circle. See, now we just need her to collab with Nux. That I want to see. That would be some the super high level tactic, yeah? Remember that.
I feel like I'm going insane watching this. So I am joined here today with the lovely Smug Alana, the VTuber, everyone's favorite Oshi.
Hey guys, I'm a JPEG and I would bow, but I can't, so just pretend I am doing it right now.
No, nice bounce.
Well, I mean, it'll get the views in, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you were on the last Shoe0nHead video. I will literally myself if you bring that shit up in here, okay?
Christ.
Why? What do you want me to do?
I always have half a mind to go into his chat whenever he's streaming and just kind of like read what's going on. Just cause. You know what I mean? It's like, you ever feel depressed? You ever feel sad? Go into his HASAN chat. Read what they're saying. You'll feel better about yourself instantly, guaranteed.
Myself in the face, not die in the process, but at least lose significant chunks of my brain so I can operate at the same substandard, suboptimal IQ level that Shoe0nHead and her dumb audience operates in, so I can do a regular response to that? Is that what you want me to do?
Why is he so mad?
Still has yet to bring up anything.
Nothing. 0 points. Like, 0 points addressed.
How many
I don't know if they know. I don't know if they know, but I feel like I would be remiss if I didn't show you this. Whereas if I can find it, here it is. Here it is, because everyone must know, and I feel like a lot of people aren't getting the fact that whenever you deal with homeboy here, right? Whenever you deal with homeboy here, that'll no, why the fuck would I have you open in Photoshop? Always. All right. This bad boy right here. The HASAN system. Okay, the HASAN system. Okay, this is what people like. We understand, like the normies now understand that he exists. Okay, they get it, right? They know he's a bad person, right? But whenever he's talking or having to address a point, everyone's like, why doesn't he ever address the point? No, I'm going to leave this up here. Take a screenshot. Remember this. Put this in your head. So whenever you see him, you never have to ask that question again, because this is what happens all the time. Every time. Okay, remember this. Remember this.
Seconds in,
I basically made the same joke in my video about like giving myself brain damage so I could understand.
Trying to follow the logic here. Let me just give myself some brain damage.
Imagine being that chatter. Like, hey, Hasan, did you check out this video? Do you want me?
Ooh, look at me. I'm an emo girl, and I change my politics all the time. Ooh.
Time out.
She's seen. Okay, there's a difference.
Emo? I wasn't even gonna bring that up. No,
hold on. For me, it's the wild way that he frames having nuanced opinions, like depending on the subject. Like, God forbid you disagree with Hasan Piker, the arbiter of correct opinions.
I feel so vindicated, Chad. I'm telling you something. I didn't like Homeboy. I didn't like Hasan. I think before 2019, like he just got out of his like bro tips era, and like I saw a couple of the clips of what they were doing on the Young Turks and all this extra bullshit. You know what I mean? I was like, I just didn't like this dude. And then like he said, America deserved 9/11, and then just like no one was talking about it. I'm like, how is no one talking about this guy? And what, 6-7 years later, everyone's talking about this guy and how much people don't like him. I feel so vindicated. It's been forever. When I get that feeling, and maybe it's the autism, but whenever I get that feeling about it, I just don't like this person, I hate this person, fuck this person, ew, gross. I'm right. I'm usually right. 9 times out of 10, I'm right. And I only say 9 times out of 10 because at one point I'm going to be wrong, but so far, I'm not.
The internet.
I do not have that many videos. I have like 100 videos in the span of like a decade. You could go randomize and click on any of those videos and you wouldn't be able to tell if it was made today or 10 years ago. Which, honestly, I shouldn't be bragging about. But, okay, my point is, I haven't changed that much. And the things I have changed my mind about, I'm very open about. The way he's framing people changing their minds, changing their political opinions over time as, like, a bad thing is bizarre. Especially as a guy whose goal is, I assume, to change people's mind politically. He's totally—
Oh, no, that is not his goal. To change people's mind? Never. That's never his goal. See, his goal is have everyone believe exactly what he thinks, because if you don't, you're a bad person. So he'll strong-arm people into believing that. And he's not really good at it either. I don't think he's ever been good at anything he's ever done. But, I mean, what do you expect from a Nepo baby, right?
For people changing their minds politically, but only when they change their mind to agree with him. He supports people changing their mind as new information presents itself. He supports iDubbbz apologizing for the crime of being funny 5 years ago. But when it comes to me changing my mind on like 3 things over the course of a decade, that's bad. Like, yes, I've changed on a few things, obviously. From the ages 23 to 35, yes, your opinions are gonna change a little sometimes.
No way, really?
Like, you probably don't believe the same things you believed like 10 years ago.
No, absolutely not. Well, I think in that video that you talked about, I don't know, I remember like a couple of months ago, you were like, I had a baby and then I lived in the city and then I was like, man, maybe safety and putting money into the police isn't that bad, you guys. And maybe that was different when you were like 20 or 25.
Exactly. Like when I was living in like sheltered suburbs, I was like, AJAB, f the police. And then you live, and then you're an adult with a child and you live in the city and it's like, oh, actually, no, we need more police.
See, that's that privilege. That's a privileged opinion right there. Let me tell you something. If you live in the hood or hood adjacent, I don't care how old you are. You still might grow up with that whole fuck the police thing, but as soon as you're by yourself, GG, brother. Yeah, fuck the police when that crackhead's breaking into your house.
Never mind.
I just confuse terminally left-right brained people. I always have. Hyperpartisan people absolutely hate me because they can't just like put me into a neat little box and then smash that box with a hammer. Hasan usually can hand wave away critics like, oh, they're just an Israel shill, they're just a Zionist. He can't do that with me. He hand waves them away by calling them neocons or neoliberals.
Brother, he does that to everyone. It doesn't even matter who it is. That's the thing. I will not be surprised, and I'm going to call it, I will not be surprised that if he sees this, or people bring this up, or whatever the most viral clip from this is, especially since she mentioned Israel, I wouldn't be surprised if he was like, well, no, she actually does like Israel. And will provide zero proof for it. And that's enough for his audience to just be like, well, yeah, she likes Israel.
He can't do that with me. Alt-right incels, he can't do that with me. So what does he do? He malfunctions and starts calling me emo. Like, okay, man, you got me. Emo is when eyeliner.
Oh, by the way, that's the last one. That's the last one in the HASAN system. Name call. Label frustrated opposition is crazy or obsessed to discredit them.
I guess. In the hyper-partisan mind, it is completely impossible to hold several non-contradictory opinions at the same time, like wanting free healthcare but also wanting a strong border. Like, to me, those aren't contradictory whatsoever. In fact, that works together. You don't want to override your healthcare system, right? Your focus should be American citizens. Like, in their mind, like, Denmark doesn't exist, right? They think like, oh, if you think unions are important, you must also be for minors having HRT. Like, no. If you believe in public transportation, you also have to believe in abolishing prisons. Like, no. Sorry, no. I don't know how my ideology is confusing. I don't know how they see that as, like, flip-flopping or being a grifter.
Well, because you kind of mentioned it earlier. If you think of one thing, or you have one idea, the other ideas also have to fall in line, and when they don't fall in line, they don't know what to do. That's the issue. It's because they don't think critically. It's really all it is. So,
to me, it's like completely normal, common sense stuff. Like, you can't have a country in decay like this. You can't. It will not be fixed by people like HASAN telling young men not to aspire for anything and saying stupid shit like telling people it's cool to steal.
Would you steal from Whole Foods?
I'm pro stealing from big corporations.
Like, what in the fucking LARP is that? Yeah, stealing is so cool, dude. Let's just steal from big corporations so those big corporations move out of that community. And then that community turns into a crime-ridden, unsafe shithole ghost town and a food desert. Like, yeah, bro, you're really fighting the man. Listen, you can tell people that billionaires are the real enemy until you are blue in the face, and it might be true, but Jeff Bezos isn't the one stabbing them on a train, you know? You can't have a peaceful, functioning, socialist, or even social democratic society with the delusional social policies of HASAN PIKER. You just can't. Anyway, sorry, I'm going on a
Oof. Yeah, see, you said something about HASAN PIKER's ideology. GG. Is it GG? I guarantee you he's going to pull, like, when he slanders people, he's gonna, at some point, someone's going to say something and he's going to be, so all of my haters, and he's going to preface all of his haters' names with some sort of slanderous claim and then label you there. So, I hope you're ready for that, because, like, if you hate the misinformation about you now, oh, it's double time now. It's double time.
Tangent. It's just so funny he sees my politics as, like, incoherent, when to me his politics are the ones that are incoherent. The video was barely political. My response to him was about his, like, nihilistic mindset when it comes to young men. Because for years, we had to watch the media shove this guy down our throat like he was the Joe Rogan of the left. Ooh, he was gonna save young men from the alt-right pipeline. By the way, this guy is never going to be the Joe Rogan of the left, because, like, Joe Rogan, at least Joe Rogan from years ago, I don't know about now, was all about listening to other people's beliefs and hearing other people's opinions. HASAN does not do that. HASAN closes his ears and goes, la la la, I can't hear you, you're stupid, I'm smart. For years, we had to listen to how this guy is gonna push young men away from the GOP. They are leaving the GOP, but they're not going to the Democrats, and I don't know if they're going to the left either. But anyway, my video was not political. In fact, the only part that, like, was political was the part where I agree with HASAN about the genocide in Gaza.
If you're a gamer, you should care about things that you actually experience.
Very weird coming from a guy who understandably wants everybody to care about a genocide that is happening across the ocean.
My point there was, you can't be telling young men to only care about things that directly affect them and then make it your life mission to tell those same young men to care about things that don't directly affect them.
Do you want me to lose chunks of my brain? Do you want me to John Fetterman myself so I can understand the compelling argument that Shoe0nHead makes, one that should have been left in the dustbin of history all the way back in 2016?
As if opinions from 2016 aren't still here today that are good.
Literally, technically, I mean, I'll put my stats on the screen. I am literally more relevant today than 2016. Like, more people are watching. Cause so these aren't opinions from 2016. These are opinions from now, HASAN. People disagree with you now.
Look, See, the thing is, they don't understand. He's obviously not going to address any of the points you made, but he's going to make it sound like he does by saying your opinion belongs to the dustbin of history. Now, what opinion? You'll never know. You won't bring it up. But I just feel like once everyone understands, like literally everyone, and I don't just mean like the people that have seen him, people who watch Legendary series, anybody who watches Nexus, you know what I mean? As soon as everyone understands the HASAN system, they'll lose all relevancy because everyone knows that he's garbage, bro. Everyone knows that he's garbage. That's all it is. Also, you didn't miss much, but also a great collab is happening, or well, for the video at least.
Look at me. As an emo girl, 4chan guys who are now 38 years old want to fap to me.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? See, maybe VTubers and FleshTubers weren't so different all along.
Hey, 4chan guys want to fap to me? Wait, I thought it was super cool and progressive to have like an army of men who simp for you online. That's not very woke of you, HASAN.
First of all, I like how you used the word fap.
That's so old, isn't it? It's like gooning now.
Yes, it's gooning. Come on, get with the times. It should have been left in 2016, HASAN. Come on. If this was said by anyone else, he would be calling it misogynistic and sexist, but it's being said by someone with the hive mind approved opinion, so it's okay. It's called dark woke, chud. We decided to become more hypocritical and annoying. You wouldn't get it. If I was getting paid for men to fap to me like many of his friends and ex-girlfriend porn star do for a living, that would be fine, he would support it. But since I don't do that and I'm just like a normal YouTuber, it's a way to insult and degrade me. It is interesting though how HASAN uses unfuckable as an insult to hurl towards men and fuckable as an insult to hurl towards women. I think it was Bell Hooks that once argued that patriarchy harms men by reducing their worth to status and conquest, while women are harmed by being reduced to only their desirability and being conquered. You should not be getting feminism mogged by someone who does not call themselves a feminist, HASAN. Not a good look, buddy.
Not very woke of you, HASAN. Not very woke, but it isn't like any of them actually care or, are cool about anything they do or say. So everyone loves the hypocrisy of these people, and it's actually like I would say it was annoying, but now it's just like it's tiresome. And I'm just so glad that more and more people see it.
And also, bro, you thirst trap more than I ever have in my entire life. You are on the cover of GQ. You are on the cover of GQ in a f***ing hot tub. I will put the picture up there as censored as I can. Just
a gay bukkake is not as gay as this, bro. What the fuck is this, bro?
Shield everyone's eyes.
Like a little rubber ducky on his pee-pee.
You are spread eagle in a magazine. Let me read this to you. Let me read what this journalist said. Are you ready for this? Here's how HASAN PIKER starts each day, working out, shooting the shit. It's Monday, 8:30 a.m., and we're in the backyard of a house in West Hollywood.
Whoa. Wait a minute. This doesn't make any sense. He starts the day and he doesn't shot Kaya first thing? What a journalist.
Where there's a makeshift private gym with benches, pull-down machines, and dumbbells galore. This is where 34-year-old political influencer keeps his thirsted-after body fit.
What? By the way, written by a male, too. And I'm just like, I would have thought it was...
I actually did not know that. Kieran Reynolds? Is a culture journalist who covers deep internet weirdness and madcap influencers like Adam Friedland and HASAN PIKER. Oh wow, so this is just what he does. They write the weekly digital music column Rabbit Hole for Pitchfork and contribute essays on video games, contemporary masculinity. Yes, contemporary masculinity from that guy. Yeah, politics and more places like the New York Times and The Face. Most of these places I've never fucking heard of. Like whatever.
I'm pretty sure.
He strips his shirt off. An army of girl and gays would kill to be where I am now, next to Piker as he pants in a pair of neon shorts with black Calvin Klein boxers poking out.
The socialist, by the way.
Sunlight glistening off the sweat beading on his chest hairs. So when it's women and gays thirsting after you, then it's a good thing. But God forbid straight men find you attractive. This is the dude that has to keep his girlfriend a secret, like some kind of K-pop star, so he can like be e-boyfriend for his parasocial female.
He didn't even really keep her a secret that well either.
Fans. I'm always talking about being married, like when I'm in a relationship, I'm talking about being in a relationship, whatever. I'm the whore, not the one playing e-boyfriend.
You're covered up. You can make the argument with me. When people say like, oh well, she's just a pair of anime tits on the screen. Okay, fair point. However, Shoe doesn't even like have anything that she wears in her YouTube videos that are like revealing. Like she's very moderate.
People, wait, hold on, sorry, my dad is.
I like how she said Shoe is very moderate, speaking into her like she's in the third person, even though she's like right there. I don't know why I find that funny.
Wait.
Dad, put me on the phone with him. Hey, we're busy. The left in a MAGA body, bro. That always stuck with me.
A progressive
Jesus
mind
Christ.
in a MAGA body. What do they even mean by that?
Big attractive.
Well, see, she's gonna say number.
And eating healthy and working out is right wing. What the f*** are we smoking?
Essentially saying that if you're left wing and you're a man, chances are you're disgusting and ugly. I don't make the rules.
For like a good 3 years, there was this really weird campaign to make HASAN Piker like the face of progressive masculinity in a bizarre attempt to move men to the left. A progressive in a MAGA body, they said, which like, what the f*** did they mean by that?
HASAN Piker pumps iron, likes weapons, and wears pearls. His brand of masculinity has won him many fans online and has been a useful vehicle for his politics. Nigga, says who? Everyone that knows about him, if they're not part of his cult audience, hates the guy. What are we on about?
Hey guys, we're not all ugly dysgenic freaks. Look, there's one of us who's attractive. What? Mr. Piker's success on camera, in some part, has been aided by the fact that he is, by conventional standards, a very handsome man. He is 6 feet 4 inches tall and built like a professional athlete. A square jaw, a beard, and a head of thick dark hair. It's the one aspect many of my haters can't shake, Mr. Piker said of his appearance in a Twitch broadcast last year. They can't turn around and be like, you're not hot. Indeed, tens of thousands of viewers may watch his videos for his political views, but many also tune in for their view of Mr. Piker himself, whose social media profiles are littered with suggestive images of his muscly body in states of undress, or thirst traps, as the pictures are known. Some of his fans scrape, screenshot, clip, and repackage them into fan cams that travel across the internet, glorifying Mr. Piker's appearance and indirectly his beliefs. That is yet again another mainstream article saying one of the only reasons people watch HASAN is because he's attractive, and that he uses his appearance and thirst traps to gain a following. So is he like projecting onto me? Is that what this is? Is he like insecure about his thirst traps and his reputation?
Bro, he's insecure about his weight. He's insecure about his hairline. He's insecure about his dog. What was it? There was something recently where someone said, "Oh, he's insecure about his race, bro." Depending on which day you catch him, if you call him white, or if you call him Turk, or you call him Muslim, or whatever, he like flips the fuck out. His dude's insecure about every goddamn thing. I think it's funny.
Reputation of being nothing but eye candy. And listen, I'm not delusional, okay? Obviously, your looks can help take you further in life, online and offline. Like, if I was morbidly obese or hideously ugly, I probably wouldn't have, like, half the following I have. You can easily say the same thing for HASAN. But at least I organically collected my simps and didn't have some, like, astroturfed glaze fest propping me up for years as some kind of, like, political sex symbol. Embarrassing.
Guys who are now 38 years old want to fap to me.
38. You mean 3 years older than us, HASAN?
Yeah. Oh my god, the people that are in my demographic.
And what's so funny is like his little fangirls were coming at me on Twitter like, you're nearly 40 and you dress like a Hot Topic cashier. Like, and HASAN and I are the exact same age. I think we're a month apart in age.
Jesus Christ. Wow. Also, I hate these. Just to, like, out of everything that sticks out, I know it's supposed to be this because like this is like the only thing of color, but good lord. But also, he's really never gonna beat the Brian Griffin allegations looking like this, bro. Like, I swear to you, I fucking swear to you, there's a Family Guy episode where where Brian is wearing this exact fucking hat. I'm almost like 100% sure. And this shirt, I think.
And like, look how he dresses. We are literally co-workers at the Hot Topic, okay?
Oh my God.
People like Shoe0nHead are basically a humanoid version of a f***ing Reddit aggregator.
Reddit hates me.
Literally 80% of his audience are f***ing Redditors. Are we f***ing for real right now?
Bro is loved on Reddit. Like, why didn't he say 4chan or Twitter? He's not even funny.
Yeah.
Like, he can't even banter or do the jokes correctly.
Unironically, I think this entire rant, this clip, just sounds like if you were just to post the question, what do you think of Shoe0nHead on r/politics, and then read the comment section.
Yes.
It's just angry Reddit coded malding. You want to know the worst part? This is the best thing you could come up with. This is the best you could do.
Jesus Christ.
It's not banter and it's not joking because he's not joking. This is the best he can do. Now, I don't know if I would hate to subject anyone to watching his content. You know what I mean? I would hate to do that. But just go in there one time and just listen to how he speaks. I know I pause every once in a while, but gotta do it for fact, right? Him, on the other hand, he'll be halfway through a sentence and then stop for like 20 seconds and then continue with the sentence. Like you can literally see the cogs in his brain turning.
What an unbearable f***ing way to exist, dude. Oh, I'm getting all my politics from Shoe0nHead. If you're getting your politics from a person like Shoe0nHead, you should be embarrassed.
What do you mean, get your politics from Shoe0nHead? I don't expect my audience to get their politics from me. I expect them to be entertained, to laugh, to think, to engage with the discourse at hand. I don't try to, like, pass off as someone you should get your politics from. I don't think my audience should get their politics from me or any YouTuber for that matter. I think they should do their own research, come to their own conclusions. I just say my opinions, and people are HASAN to agree or disagree.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem. She might go into it, but that's the problem. See, he doesn't do that. He purports to be an authority because he has a communications degree from 2013. Remember that. He has a degree, so he's educated. He reads 1 million tweets a day and proceeds to talk and always have the incorrect opinion about everything. But sure. Just got home? Hell yeah. Get food, go to bed. That's the idea. That's what I was going to do, but then this video and then something else.
On the other hand, like, really thinks he's some serious political commentator. Bro,
he does.
You're a Twitch streamer. I'm a YouTuber. But that's the difference between you and I. I know what I am.
Oh my God, the things I want to say to people like
what
this.
What food you get?
Then say it.
Say it. Say it, pussy.
Then say it, pussy.
Did he change into a suit because I made fun of his Gucci shirt?
Like, you can literally see him scanning his chat of domestic terrorists, like Redditor for insults, right?
This is so lazy.
I find it more compelling when someone deconstructs why you're being stupid. I swear, I think if he had an audience that thought it was okay, he would obviously bring up that you're a girl. Stupid woman. It's like he's fighting his bro, like, instincts.
He's reverting back to bro tips, HASAN PIKER.
Yeah.
True.
This week's bro tip is about bringing out the alpha male in you. This is a classic example of what happens when your father doesn't pay attention to you. You turn out to be a slut who's craving for attention, and then I tend to pick you up at a bar late night and bang you out on the first date.
All his insults I've already 8-miled him on, because I've already made fun of the fact that my eyeliner is from 2008. I'm in no position to talk about style. I still do my makeup like it's 2009. I already made fun of the fact that you shouldn't get your politics from me. If you were going to Shoe0nHead for political information, you are deep fried.
He never self-insults. Like, you can make jokes about yourself. Like, I've joked about a million times, like, oh, I'm a 400-pound man behind an avatar. Like, it's funny. Like, who gives a f? I feel like just take.
See, you can't. Yeah, see, they don't get it yet. Chat, they don't understand. They don't understand that you can't do that with him because he's incredibly thin-skinned. We're talking about rice paper thin. Okay, that's the problem.
Himself way too seriously. The most popular streamers, every single one that I can name that are at the top with Twitch with HASAN, every single one of them at least, like, makes jokes about their appearance. Asmon talks about how he's bald and doesn't have any teeth. He leaves himself so exposed to being made fun of, and then he wonders why everybody makes fun of him. Like, just join in. It's part of being a human being.
Honestly, good luck, dude.
Just realized, are you watching this? Okay, so Okay, you're on a Mac, no wonder. Okay, I was like, this looks weird as shit. But then also, this isn't like, you know how when you're looking at timestamp, like for instance on this video, right? You see the timestamp. Here it's by frame. I think. That's kind of crazy. I didn't know you could do that. That would be so handy for editing.
Thanks.
Wait, Crash, now you like to wipe the drool off his mouth.
People should.
He's like frothing.
You're frothing at the mouth like a bulldog.
All right, so then we got one of these HASAN orbiters. So a former.
Okay. God damn it. I hate to pause so much, but they say HASAN orbiters. They're not HASAN orbiters, right? Because if there was an actual HASAN orbiter, every once in a while, one of them could break away, all right? And they might not agree, but, they're still friends with them, and it's fine, because that's just what happens, right? These are cock sleeves. These are Hasan's fleshlights. No matter what he says, no matter what he does, they're always on his side.
Booby streamer. This is Casey Tron.
Oh my god, I cannot stand this girl. This Shoe0nHead girl, pick me woman.
Shoe0nHead and her dumb audience.
Her dumb audience of incels. Like, I don't know. It's like Shoe0nHead, if you like care so much about these incels, go one.
This is such a self-report for being a retarded whore. Like, I love the implication too that like Casey Tron thinks the only way you can truly care about men is if you have sex with them. Does this thought process just come free with not having a father figure? Do I have to have unresolved daddy issues to comprehend this?
Is that problematic for me to say?
No, it's just retarded.
Like, prove you care so much about these incels and their inability to get sex. Go one. Oh, wait, you won't? Because you're just grifting to them? Like, you don't even want to get with them either. But you'll condemn other women for not wanting to who you don't want to
Which is crazy, because, like, her boyfriend is, like, some Reddit gay dude. Like really? Really? Like, really? You really want to die on the hill? I it wouldn't be me. I'd rather shoot myself. But I mean,
Okay.
When did I ever condemn women for not wanting to fuck people? What is it? Hat on foot again. Hat on foot making YouTube videos from Earth 2 about how women owe men sex. What
She's
the
really
fuck is she
fantasizing.
Why is everything sex with these people too? Like everything is sex. You talk about the human desire to like create a family and have a legacy, and they're like, sorry, you can't get laid, incel. Sorry, you can't get pussy.
Says the chick that sits in her room all day and smokes weed until she's numb.
People.
yeah, pretty much.
Are you being serious? Dog, what do you...
If you look up the dangers of smoking marijuana in like a Kids Dare pamphlet, there's just a picture of Casey Tron's face.
You're happily married and have a child, but because some fat retard on Twitter thinks you're a grifter, you're gonna need to f a bunch of random men to prove them wrong. What do you just have to do? Like a weekly raffle? Pull a random inside of how do you verify that one of your
Subscriber
people
number
are
20?
Yeah.
I stand by what I said. Shoe0nHead should be thanking me for giving her and her incel following. Said it again, award! Said it again, award!
She said the thing. She said the
man.
What? Incel!
You know Jafar from Disney?
Hasan is Jafar, and like,
yeah.
That's crazy.
and she's like, what? Incel! And she's like, good girl, yes, giving her a cracker.
Yeah, here's your cracker.
So once again, people in his chat brought up my video. He has not responded to it. He has not made a single point. Called me emo, called me irrelevant, but he didn't call me wrong. Notice that.
Man, right?
They never call you wrong.
They never do
Call
that.
you emo, but they'll never call you wrong.
Did you see what Shoe0nHead responded on Twitter? No.
Is that accurate? Did you see what Shoe0nHead responded on Twitter? Jesus Christ. I was thinking he had like a stroke, because the first time I saw this, I was at work, so I wasn't looking at the screen. I didn't actually realize the chatter actually wrote that. Wow. I mean, I guess if you're watching Hasan for, how long have you been? I can't really see it, but yeah, if you've been watching Hasan for that long, it makes sense as to why you can't speak, type.
Also, what? Who cares?
Dude, that laugh is killing me.
Who cares? Bro.
crying.
The fake laugh. What is going on?
What are you guys talking about, man?
What are you guys talking about?
Bro, I'm literally over here talking about how I'm doing a rally with someone who's running in Philadelphia.
I'm out here doing the revolution, okay? Like, that's cute, Hasan. That's adorable.
He's not a politician, man. The majority of the people that know your name only ever heard of you because you electrocuted your dog live on stream.
Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop.
Remember, all right? Remember, hold on, let me go back just for a split second. Remember, right? Got her dew claw stuck, all right? Got her dew claw stuck, which would probably be around here.
Please just fucking...
Right? Right? Dew claw stuck?
Go, just stop.
Not stuck at all. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. But whatever. You know, or actually, no, incorrect. I forgot. The newest Hasan live. What was it? She didn't have the caller on that day. I forgot about that. That was a new one.
Oh.
Does he not understand that 95% of his fan base are terminally online Redditors? Like, they don't give a fuck about your rally, bro, in the background over here. They want you to call Shoe0nHead a Nazi to validate their hatred and their feelings.
Whatever the Shoe0nHead said.
It's the laugh again. No, you're joking. Stop.
Gotta love the fake
Hasan is pissed because, like, he's finally out doing something in the real world, and the only thing people care about, the only thing people are talking about in regards to him online right now is this. And you know what? To be like completely fair, which is something.
I hope you feel good, Shoe. You're taking away his spotlight on HASAN Gold. Okay, for now, for the next. Well, I don't know. You uploaded this video, so I mean, they're probably gonna go. He's gonna say something, and I'm gonna call it. Somebody's going to say something in his chat, and he's going to be like, "Do you want me to kill myself again?" He's gonna say some stupid bullshit like that, guaranteed.
These people would never do for me. This was a better response than his first response. He's basically just like, "I don't care. I'm busy doing like real things in the real world." Okay, fair enough, understandable. Have a nice day. But then. Then he says this.
Talk to me when we got the wiki feed ratings up for Shoe0nHead. Okay, what's her wiki feed looking like? Okay, what's her
What? Did I listen to what that woman said? No, absolutely not. Let me know if I can see her feet though.
What?
Honestly, it would be Giga Chat if it came from anyone funny or likable.
Like, if the chatter didn't even bring it up, why did you bring up wiki feet?
I know. By the way, if you guys don't know,
he likes feet, bro. Obviously, he likes feet. He's a freak like that.
WikiFeed is a website where people upload pictures of like celebrities' feet. Let's look up Hasan's foot score.
Oh my, no way. He's got his bare tootsies online.
Wait,
free?
I have a higher feet score than Hasan. Is this what this is about?
He's mad?
He's been foot mogged.
By the way, never addressed anything you said. Never even attempted to refute a point.
No.
Just starts going on about like wiki feet.
If I sold feet pics, if I sold pictures of my feet, would he use this as an insult? No, because he's Mr. Sex Positive, Mr. Sex Work is Real Work, Mr. Brothel Boy.
Yeah, I'm making a difference, unlike Shoe and her stupid video. Also, did you know she's stupid?
She's stupid. Don't go watch the video. Don't go watch it, guys. She's stupid.
Also, her feet are kind of nice looking.
The craziest part about all of this was after his crash out and like after everyone was making fun of him, he gets on Twitter and he's like, I've yet to watch any of her content. Excuse me? So what the f are you basing all of this on? How am I stupid? How do I change my politics? How am I just an emo girl that men fap to? Either A, he's lying and he has seen my content, or B, he's just blindly repeating things he's seen other people say about me. Either way, it's pathetic. He's stuck between like wanting to be above it all. Ugh, I don't even know who that is. I'm out here doing the revolution and wanting to tear me down. What? But he can't do both. So as it stands right now, what he's saying is that he has literally never heard me speak. He just looked at me and went, "Woman online must be a whore." Which honestly...
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously. What else is he going to do? He can't address your points. There's like, what? If he did that, he'd have to actually, have a thought and, talk through his opinion and explain why his opinion is the better opinion and why yours is bad. He can't do that. That's not a part of the honest system. What's wrong with you?
Not a bad guess.
People should be more embarrassed, okay? What happened to shame?
Oh, wait. I find it incredibly ironic that the guy who used chain lightning on his dog live on stream in front of thousands of people and then lied about it and gaslit everybody thinks that anyone else needs to be embarrassed about anything. Like, you've spent your entire career, the better part of a decade plus, being a political commentator, but the only thing that the majority of the internet knows you for is zapping your dog for stepping off its 4 square foot cot that you've designated for it. That's your legacy, Hasan.
Shot my dog, I can't stop. Yeah.
Like, obviously, he watched the video and something in it really had him rattled. Like, was it the brothel thing? Was it the clock meme? Because if it was the clock meme, that was a joke, okay? We're the same age, Hasan. It is not too late. This is all not that serious. I just thought it was really funny and everybody was asking for a response video. So there's your response video. I also just want to make it clear that if he responds, I will not be responding back unless it's something absolutely insane that requires a response. I refuse to get caught in the Hasan Piker content loop. I will leave that to the professional Hasan Piker farmers. There are people who have made diabolical wealth off of farming this guy, okay? I am but a humble culture war farmer. I'm but a humble gender war farmer. And my crops are dying. I must get back to them. They're calling him the corniest man alive. The final boss of performative male feminism.
Okay, so before we go any further, I had to go look myself, check this out, right? So, and you know, flashbang. I don't know where it went. Shit disappeared. There it is. This is the actual thing, by the way. For him, Hasan Piker's feet, 4.79 stars, right? 4.79 stars. Are we seeing this? The 4.85 here on her, like this? Wow. Literally, actually is getting football. There was no way that I was going. I just realized, what the fuck? They actually have her shoe size on here? What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Whatever. Not a surprise. Not a surprise. Yeah, good football, buddy.
The human Brian Griffin. This is like when like a hot girl has like a video game controller and she's like licking it. She's like,
yes, or like with the cat ears, the little headset with the cat ears. Like, I love that there's not just one picture; it's 2 in different shots. So like, it's like, dude, can you just take a picture of me like holding it and then like putting it down on my lap,
solemnly like looking out the window?
My dog is literally just sitting next to me, staring at me. He knows I'm talking about Hasan. He knows, Kaya,
you're not going to stop
I will save you.
Okay, Alana, thank you for joining me. You made it less painful to watch this shit, okay? I'm glad you were with me for this. Plug your stuff for everybody watching.
Follow me on Twitter, on Smugalana. Follow me on Twitch. I go live 5 days a week. Join my Discord. Lots of really nice people to hang out in there. Absolute pleasure, Kami Mommy. Emo girl with the feet.
Yes. If you like this video, please subscribe, and if you can, donate to my Patreon. Link down below.
What you need to do is you need to get with Kirsch. You need to get with Nux Hoggy. You need to get with Tactown. That's what you need to do, okay? You need to do this, okay? I think it'd be hilarious. You would have some great conversations and meet some great people, but, you know, fair enough.
Below. I'm going to start doing live streams for Patreon members only. That should be a lot of fun, and I will see you guys next time with a new video.
Oh, dear. Probably gonna use this as the thumbnail. That's just phenomenal.